Well, I thought I'd go ahead and cannibalize one of my Atlantics and get the pin. And I found the rod and I found another piston. So I've got the smoke housing mechanical running. And this is the 290 chassis that I will be using. And if you'll notice, it's black Mariah with bigs. So it's the double B, black big Mariah motor, and it's just cruising, which I find pretty incredible because it's only has a half an amp and 1.5 volts, which is like, I build these things and sometimes they're really good and sometimes they're okay. This one is like really good, and so then I thought, well, I don't know, will it run? Does it have the poop? And will it be okay? And of course this lid isn't really sealed off like it would be, right? So yeah, there's some chuff there, and it's running fairly smooth. $17 volts. 0.9 amps. Does it have a chuff? Oh yeah, baby. It's got a chuff. And I could make it scream. I could make it scream mama. It loves me. It just loves me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Can you believe it? Can you believe this old crappy thing from the junk heap? I've just put it together. I'll say this, it's got a ball bearing in the front. You can see that with a few spacers. I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen a motor with so much smoothness and capability. It's just nutty. Wowie. Alright, gang. I had to get to work. I got to build these lids up. I pulled the parts. I pulled parts for two when I build them. I usually build two at a time just so I've got all the parts to assemble, just soldering it up. Won't have time today, I'm afraid. I'm printing the next part for the holding up of the power distribution module. This whole thing is tall. These green objects may have to disappear. They're just in the way. I've cut these down to the point I can't use them. So now I've got to build one that's the proper height, the minimum but maximum height, you know what I mean, to clear all this stuff. Now I was thinking about pulling this out and going direct, wire it in direct. That would allow me to lower this part here, but I still have to clear all this stuff as I come across here. So I'm going to try to make it. The other option would be to go ahead and solder these in direct, which I don't really want to do because you really may want to get this apart eventually. The other thing I could do is make this a connector that is a socket that plugs in, but I hate to do that to track power because, if every time you have a connection there's a little bitty loss of transmission there, and I'd just as soon get that directly in. I'm not sure. I don't think I could run them upside down. I have to try to find shorter ones. I did have some shorter ones. They weren't a lot shorter, but well, they were shorter. You can see that. We'll just see what we can get. Do the best I can. So I'm sitting here with 3 engines and almost ready to go, and now I gotta mess with this thing. Oh, and then one of these engines is the no, these are all 3 live. The 283 is still in the box yet. Okay, it has to come apart. Or the 287. I had a 283, so I just call it 283. The 287. I really want to try to do that tomorrow. We'll see if I have all the parts I need and the time set aside that I can. But I really like to get the 290 going because it sounds like it's going to be a screamer. And that's what the bigs. Oh my God, what a difference. Oh yeah, that may be. Everybody's going to want the big magnets, the big boosters, because holy moly, things are screamer. It's a screamer. It's a pull more, so that may be part of the equation too. I really need to get that down to what is and isn't the equation, right? Or what's in there. Okay, gang, later. Just thought I'd let you know the 290 is alive with smoke, and we're gonna finish it. Later.